John, this is the first week of free agency. The scoreboard says 33 free agents have signed with new teams in a span of 5 days. There were also 18 trades of draft picks and players. So it's been phenomenally busy. Now the big question, what happens next? Because what just happened in free agency? Kyrie Irving stayed in Dallas. Golden State re-signed Draymond Green. Sacramento re-signed Domantas Sabonis. Milwaukee re-signed Brook Lopez. So a whole bunch of guys that we thought were going to move the first hours of free agency, they elected to stay where they were to take max contracts. Then things changed. Damian Lillard of Portland demanded to be traded. He's had a long run there. He was dissatisfied with ownership's ability to put stars around him. He was upset they didn't trade the third pick in the draft to go get veteran players. He didn't want to be part of a constant rebuild any longer. Lillard wants to be traded, and he's got a full no-trade clause. And the only place I'm going to sign off on is to go to Miami. So Portland and Miami are talking mega trade. Miami's got 4 guards. Portland might take 2 of them. Portland might take, well, they're demanding the center, but I just don't think that's going to happen, that the Heat are going to give up their starting center. They may get a third team involved because Portland wants more than just Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero or draft picks. They want more established guys. So there may be a third team that comes into the Portland-Miami Damian Lillard trade. And the other name that still has not found a landing spot is James Harden. You know, this guy has wanted out of the last 3 places that he was signed to. I think there's a risk involved because he's a guy that has to have his hands on the ball. I don't understand the Clippers expressing interest in James Harden. I've been told that if indeed Philadelphia accedes to his wish and trades him to the Clippers, that Philadelphia wants Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, Robert Covington, and future draft picks for a guy that's 36 years of age and isn't quite the same player. And then if we get James Harden in a Clipper uniform, then you wonder, how does he fit? How does he fit with Paul George? How does he fit with Kawhi Leonard? And then speaking of Paul George, this rumor won't go away out of New York. Clippers and Knicks are talking about a Paul George trade. Now, the Knicks have got more trade parts to use in a deal. And of course, if the Clippers were to move Paul George off the roster, they'd clear $45 million in cap space, but all the free agents are gone. So there's still a lot of, quote, unfinished business. We may see things fall in place pretty quickly, maybe by this coming weekend or next week. So that's the latest in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't like Harden going to the Clippers. That seems like it's going to be disruptive to the chemistry. He's always been part of the big 3 with the Nets and with the 76ers, and it just never seems to work with him in the lineup. I can't imagine it working with Paul George and Kawhi.
Yeah, something's got to give in terms of LA. Okay,